Hello, my name is Shay Jackson. I own and operate Modern Early Learning Academy, a five-star program in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I serve 7 kids ages 1 to 9. Most of my families are Black and Brown families. This is my 18th year of taking care of kids and my second year as a licensed provider. So when I got started and was navigating becoming licensed, I felt isolated and lonely. I felt a longing and a need to connect with other providers, to be able to share resources and bounce ideas and connect. And it was simply non-existent. So in North Carolina, my experience with peer-to-peer licensing support is that it's just non-existent. Because of this, I felt a need to start and create my own, the Triad Self-Care Support Group, where we come together, we share ideas, we come together for emotional support, social outlet, and to just have a place where we express our feelings with like-minded individuals. So it's my recommendation that the state could foster and take on the burden of these peer-to-peer support groups, so that other providers like myself and those that are coming after me have a place to really connect with one another, navigate the resources that are needed as a guide. For an example, when I got started, I had to come up with $5,000 out of pocket, because I simply didn't know that the city and county wanted me to have a fence, but the state didn't require that. And had I had a support group, had someone to go to speak about, what is needed, I would have possibly been able to got a grant. Maybe there's a grant out there or some other resources to help support me when it came to financing the fence. So because I do primarily serve Black and Brown babies, and we're already, as family child care home providers, we're already undervalued. We know that minority Black and Brown women make up a majority of family child care homes, or family, friends, and neighbor. And so just being able to have that support of people that look like you, that share the same value system, the culture, live in your area, your neighborhood, just to be able to go and have someone that looks like me and say, this is what's going on in my child care facility. We're in Black History Month, and just to bounce ideas because we understand each other's culture and our value system, and to say, what are you doing with your children? What are you celebrating? How do you do this? What our belief system is, or our culture, into the classroom to better assist and help not only our children but our families as well, to bring them in and to support them as well. I am a family child care state trainer as well, so this is a way for providers to come together in an informal way, provide professional development training. My family child care home provider support group is a way for providers to come together, and it benefits in the way of providing emotional support, providing that social outlet, but not only that, it's informal professional development. As a state certified family child care home providers adult trainer, I look at it as an opportunity to learn from one another in the way of child and safety regulations, the new evidence-based models. We practice some things, breathing techniques for ourselves that we can also incorporate into the classroom for the children, so that they can cope. And so it definitely benefits not only the providers, but helping with professional development as well.
Hello, my name is Regina Sanaa Wilhite. I'm currently a home-based child care provider. I've been licensed in Texas here for, this year makes 4 years. I'm currently caring for 6 children. I have 2 infants, 3 toddlers, and also a school-age child. My experience in peer-to-peer licensing support is something that we don't currently have here in Texas. I think if that sort of group or resource was provided, it would help with the licensing process, application, whatever, support that the provider would need. It kind of gives them like an outline or guidance to know, what you would be needing or what you would require. Someone that's already, been licensed or is familiar with the system, that could offer a new provider, that support would be great. Like to just say, hey, these are the things that the state required. These are the things that, not doing it for them, but just giving them an overview or saying, hey, may go back and refine your family handbook or something like that. Someone, because when it's new to you, you have no clue. Like as far as myself, this was my first endeavor in childcare. So when I was told I had to, prepare a handbook and a policy, I was like, okay, where do I get that from? But again, if I had that peer-to-peer support, someone would be able to say, well, let's, start with this, or give you some sort of idea, outline, or template to work with. Peer-to-peer for here, I think it would offer so many resources, as far as like resources to obtain trainings, how to manage, or I guess when it's time for your annual reviews, support, just a listening ear. Sometimes, providers just need a listening ear. You get a ton of paperwork or a ton of, it's just somebody else that's in this with you that knows some of the challenges that you face. I think that would take a whole lot of stress of that aspect of childcare out. If you had just someone, hey, let me dial Miss at Rising Star or something like that, just to see, get her opinion or outlook on my question. I have put my heart and soul into my business and trying to, make an impact on the children's lives that I serve. And initially I said, oh, it's just, taking care of children, but it's not that easy. Most of us are, want the best for the kids that we serve. So just to say, hey, let's put a little bit more time and energy on helping them help the children.